Hello, everyone. Elisa Southall here from A People Partner. As you know, I love Tuesdays because they're Talent Tuesdays. So we had that yesterday, and I was super excited that that happened. I also really enjoy Wednesdays because I get to talk to you about the wonderful people I've met in the last 7 days. I did go to a networking event, but I'm not necessarily counting every one of those people. I thank you to Maggie at Revolution Mortgage for inviting me to the networking event that they had at their location. So I appreciate that. I'll start there. I also had the opportunity to speak with Nicollette Mitchell. She is such a breath of fresh air. And her enthusiasm and passion toward DEI in STEM in higher education was so powerful. And she was able to, to talk about it. And you could see the passion that she brings to that area, that topic. And I just want to support her in everything she's doing and talking about, because I believe in DEI. I believe in it in STEM and higher education. And I believe all the things that she's talking about. And so keep up the great stuff, Nicollette. You're doing great work. I also had the opportunity to speak with Janet Mohapi-Banks, and I hope I pronounced your name right. She does JMB's Conscious Consulting, and she also does coaching and energy healing, but she does conscious leadership development, bringing in the emotional energy piece of that as well. I met her through Chasen. She's part of HR for You Inc.'s network of people that are leading with people-minded brains and focus. Janet and I could have talked for hours. It was like we were kindred spirits. And so I appreciated her for that. She also told me a lot about Canada, which I'm grateful for. I definitely am going to go visit that area one day. So thank you for that, Janet. I also had the opportunity to speak with Samantha Sanders. She was actually in Japan when we were talking, and I appreciated her for taking the time to do that. She's a full desk recruiter, and she works for a veteran-owned recruiting firm, which is a startup. And it was interesting to hear, her talk about what she's doing and the work that the company is doing, and how she still gets to feel like an entrepreneur working in that area, and she still gets to make a very powerful difference. So thank you, Samantha, for that. And I've been able to make connections because Samantha introduced me to some people. I also got to meet Lanisha Thaddes. She owns Be Crowned, and that's B.E. Crowned, and I'll tag all this stuff in the post. But she's a systems strategist and online business manager who's also a nurse, who's also doing full CRM through Debsado. I mean, she's got a lot going on, but she's really busy, but in a great way. And so I'm really happy for her. And we had a great opportunity to talk about entrepreneurs and how sometimes they need automation, and how she works primarily with female coaches and consultants. So if you fall in that area and you're thinking you need some help, she's certainly somebody to go to. I also talked to Rai Maestro. He does a mental health podcast. He talks very candidly about his mental health journey. He does all different types of speaking engagements about it, but he does conferences and seminars on motivation, confidence building, abuse, suicide, and mental health. And he's also, like I said, been speakers on podcasts, and he has his own podcast as well. Some of his, connections could be people that are psychologists, psychiatrists, people that want somebody that's talking about mental health on their podcast or stations. So certainly, reach out to Rai. He also does a lot in the motivational space. If you're looking for some quick, great motivation, Rai will send that to you, because that's just the type of person he is. He's one of those helpers. I also got to meet Kevin Willett. Kevin, he runs New England B2B, and they do a couple of great things. He talked about how it's sort of like a dating service for, they do sort of a dating service for businesses, where you can, agree to meet people, thumbs up, thumbs down. You can do sort of speed networking, which is almost like speed dating. And also, you can also do you can have a membership with them that allows you to do some video marketing and things like that. and it was really interesting to talk to him and learn about his journey and hear about, the types of companies or the way that his company has grown. So it was great to hear about that. He used to be doing B2C, and now he wants to help B2B, which we appreciate. Thank you for that, Kevin, and thank you for our conversation. I also had a great opportunity to meet in person with somebody during that Women in Business networking event that I did. I met this woman. Her name is Gloria A Melby, and she's a hydration consultant. And she and I decided to go have lunch together. And so we had lunch and ran certainly longer than either of us expected, but it was a great lunch. We learned a lot about each other's businesses and each other individually. And it was just a great opportunity. It was at a new restaurant I never eaten at. So all of those things were great. And I feel like we were able to connect and learn from each other, which is always really important. So thank you to all of my, wonderful conversations I've had over the last 7 days. I will say, I didn't necessarily meet my goal of 31 for August, but I did get 21. So I was only 10 off, which is not bad. Certainly want to have 30 for September. So we're hopefully trending toward that. If you're somebody who wants to network with me, I'm happy to do that, even if we don't have adjacent paths, because you never know how we might be able to support and help each other, even if it's just in rooting each other on, liking and commenting and sharing on posts. So I appreciate you. And again, feel free to network with your community of people, or reach out to me and we can network together. Looking forward to speaking with some people soon. See you all soon. Bye.